heart of gold, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Do you know something? I always thought that education, or hi Karen, how you doing? And hello everybody, who I haven't mentioned yet. Welcome to the stream. Interesting development. I was sent a clip and I watched it and I just started laughing. I just started laughing uncontrollably. I have never laughed so hard in a long time. And here's a couple of points. Myself and obviously Squid were mentioned by some spazoid who seems to be an expert in mental health, an expert in how to become a creator, an expert in basically everything, but not once, and I mean not once, has put up any factual proof of any involvement. Now, just for the record, when people piss other people off, is it our responsibility? No, it's not. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Trissa. How are you doing? No, it's not. Second of all, I don't really give a shit. If I really wanted to, I can assure you, like I said many, many moons ago, I haven't even warmed up yet. And I can assure you something else as well. It's not just about 2 or 3 people. It's about over a dozen people. So think before you speak. In fact, actual fact, here's one thing I would suggest is, besides thinking before you speak, is making absolutely sure that you've got every single T crossed and every I dotted. Because there's a lot of people out there who assume and think that what comes out of someone's mouth is 100% gospel. You know, none of us. Sometimes some of us can get it wrong. It's one of those things. Oh, hilarious! It's it's fucking hilarious. It's an understatement. I call what I am witnessing and what I've been hearing and everything else. I'll be honest with you. I call it fucking karma, because like one's behavior, right, dictates dictates the actions and reactions of what will happen if you fuck up. And when you fuck up, there's only one person. Excuse me, I'm just doing my rubbish. There's only one person who can be held responsible for that, and that's you yourself. Now, I get it. Hi, Snowflower. How you doing? Hi, Karen. I get it. Now, oh shit! I'm starting a fire on my fucking. Yeah. I get it. There's people out there, they're envious or jealous. It's because this individual doesn't give a shit. Now, here's a word of advice. Okay? The world is way too fucking small for people to shit on their own doorstep. And I'll be very honest with you, I've noticed that with a lot of people. Now, when you piss people off to a point, whoever has been pissed off or whatever has been said or whenever it was said or however it was said, it doesn't really matter. One thing I can tell you right now, I am really enjoying the bullshittery, because I'm basically, I can't believe what I've said in the past is coming true and is being basically highlighted with neon lights. So here's a bit of advice to those spazoids, those fucking idiots who think that they can drag other people in. You're not relevant. You are irrelevant. You are sad, irrelevant individual or individuals, and you all wipe each other's asses. But the thing is, right, you think you're fucking clever by copying other people's content or trying to brown nose yourself into a circle of people because they've got clout. But you don't think of your own actions, and you don't think about what you say and how you say it. Now, as far as I am concerned, and Squid or Snowflower or Trissa or David or anyone else or Amogol, anybody, we don't give a shit. Because if I gave a shit, you would be in this shit. I assure you of that. That's a promise. If you seriously, I fucking decided to, not lower myself, not because I was asked to, it's because I decided to. Now, obviously, some people don't have content, and all they can do is sit on a platform and play the guru or the fake guru, because that's what you are, fake. You're fake news, fake. As President Trump would say, you're fake. You're fake news. You're irrelevant. You're fake. So, as far as I am concerned, I am going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to enjoy myself. and I'm going to continue to have good content, interesting content, just like anyone else's. So, yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh, this is funny. Oh, I just been. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. 1 second. I am getting a massage. Do you know what? I'm actually quite. That is a very, very tempting fucking thing. That is very tempting. Yes, that is very tempting. No, that's a good thing. Keeping your health going. That's the important part. Because you have to remember, like, when it comes to fucking health and fitness, I've been doing some bits and bobs each day, just to keep myself going, so I can run fast enough to get away from the police. Oh, this is too funny. This is too funny. I mean, I think karma. I think karma has its. I think it seems that karma has its own way of, but we're not here for that. I just thought I'd get that out of the way before people start asking questions and that. Because, like I said, I'm not going to get involved in something that's not nothing to do with me, and I'm definitely not going to waste my energy or time on some spazoid. That's for that I can tell you right now. Someone who is very insecure in themselves, right? And it's got to a point now where, the true colours have shown themselves. The true colours have shown themselves, and I'll be very honest with you. Everything that's been going on, it's karma. Karma. Hi Heidi, how you doing? It is karma, and I'm finding it fucking amusing because I can sit back, eat my popcorn, drink my coffee. Well, I don't eat popcorn, but do I eat popcorn? Oh, wait a minute, am I quiet? Have I? Oh, I'll tell you one thing though. Talking to Squid with that freaking NTSB freaking report. I've been reading through that. Oh my god, that's going to be a headache. Hi, Robert. How you doing? Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot. What? Please hold. Your call's important to me. I forgot something. I forgot to do something. Where is it? I forgot to do something. Why do? Oh, yes. You're gonna like that picture. There we go. That's the one I wanted. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna put that there. Do you know, it amazes me. Do you know, I've just been. It's like, look, tell me to shut up, but it amazes me how a reservist can fucking how a oh man, talk about poetic justice. I fucking and then it's like accusation after accusation after accusation after accusation with no facts, no proof, no evidence, nothing. But then again, that's the norm. I mean, how many times have I caught those fuckers out in lies? But anyway, we digress. SMN, how you doing, bud? 1 second, guys. But here's a word of advice. I'm going to give you this for free. Unless you want to keep your fucking credibility intact, don't fucking bring my name in your mouth again. I'm not interested. I don't care. You're irrelevant. You are irrelevant in every shape or form. You have serious fucking issues. You use a platform to fucking... You don't even fucking use it properly. Right? And then you lie through your fucking teeth. And not just you. There are many, many of you who do that. And that can be proven 100%. Because you contradict yourself. And the fact that you go onto different platforms. So give up while you're ahead. And keep people's names out your fucking mouth. That's the best advice I'm going to give you. And it's free of charge as well. Because let's put it this way. A lot of people know that when you got me on your fucking tail, I will show proof. I will show facts. And I can tell you right now that you won't like the fucking resolve. You will not like my resolve. Trust me. Keep my and Squid and everyone else's name out of your fucking mouth. Consider this the only fair warning you're going to get. On that note, I am going to do this because I need to go and make a coffee. I do apologize, but I did forget to make myself a coffee. Why did I forget to make a coffee before I came on here? But, excuse me, because I'm nice, I am going to do everyone a favor. I'm going to do everyone a favor, and I'm going to play your favorite tune. And have a guess what that is. You ready for it?
This one's going straight from our hearts to the boots of the Valley Knight Spawn Trooper, baby. You've got these crampons skanking in love.
This one's going straight from our hearts to the boots of the Valley Knight. Spawn Trooper, baby, you've got us skanking in love. He's got boots full of rhythm and a stare like tea, trooping through the hills humming harmony. He don't say much, but he speaks in bass, and we melt like butter when he looks our way. He swapped his shield for a velvet beat, daffodils tucked where the skankin' meets. Oh, trooper, trooper, we see you glide, got us floating in lace through the countryside. We love you, Spawn Trooper, slow like honey, sweet like rain. We love you, Spawn Trooper,
Slipping through our window pane.
we love you, Spawn Trooper.
Like a lemon on a lazy breeze.
You make our hearts go loopy
with your reggae melodies. There's a tambourine moon in your knapsack, boy, and your dubplate dreams feel like lemon joy. You skank on clouds, we follow slow. Your rhyming boots, you steal the show.
We'd write your name on a biscuit tin, crochet your face on a jacket pin. We'd kiss your shadow if it walked our way. Spawn Trooper, you make rainy days okay. We love you, Spawn Trooper,
Soft like fog and daffodil dew.
we love you, Spawn Trooper.
We'd skank all day just dreaming of you.
We love you, Spawn Trooper.
Socks on the line, beats in our teeth.
We are the crampin' sweet and slow.
And we love you so eternally. They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
We are the crampons.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
This one's
Spawn Trooper, he don't beat round the bush, man. He just say what he do and he mean what he say, man. Laid back boots in a hillside breeze, sipping Dr. Pepper with his dragon at ease. Loofah, loofah, he like many gifts of the loofah. Loofah, loofah, leaves him hanging in his barracks like a banner. He with the Englishman. I mean the Irishman. Wait, the Scottish man. Oh shit, I mean the Welshman. He'll give you a stare and a proverb too, then vanish on a mountain like the mist do. He don't need no war, no heavy command, just a melody line and a sponge in hand. When Babylon's stress tries to ruin his calm, he just hums and he scrubs like a loofah bomb. Loofah, loofah, he's the hillside soother. Trooper, trooper, the trilpa mover. He sings what he means and he means what he says. Spawn trooper got the crime.
Anyway, right. So I'm back. Right. Hi. Oh, hello, freckled ginger. How's it hanging? Anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah. Do you know, I'm so fucking tempted, but at the end of the day, I just don't want to. I don't want to waste any of my energy. But anyway, so yeah, I've been looking at some of the. Oh, wait a minute. I've been looking at some of the videos that I've been. That I'm about to edit, and it's for like some of the games and everything else. And I just wanted to know, like, you know, what you're interested in. I mean, obviously I play different games and that. By the way, what a fucking train wreck for some people, eh? But here's a little fucking thing that I read. And I'm going to leave this up for a while so you can actually read it and let it digest. The difference between me and a lot of people is that I am not afraid to be disliked. I don't give a fuck who you are supposed to be. Think who you are or who you are connected to. Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. This is a very good fucking... And I found this the other day and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this. I'm going to show people this. Yeah. You know. You see, that's what I like about this. But anyway, let's go back here. Let's go back. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I've been looking at some of the videos that I was doing, and I was thinking, shit, do you know what? Why don't I do like find out what people like? What's going on? Freckled, but it does not look good. Well, when I started work this morning, I had 57 hours. My goal is, oh fucking hell! But don't overdo it, Freckled. You know, it can affect your health a little bit. You know, your immune system can get affected by if you don't sleep a lot, or excuse me, that needs to be. Yeah, someone will steal it. No. But what I was going to say, yeah, so I've still got some incursion videos to do. I've still got some World of Warships to do, but I want to try and get a couple of buddies of mine and, you know, get onto Flight Sim or get onto Armour and do some of that. I've got some videos from Dead Side that I want to throw in as well. Plus, don't forget, I've got Mondays with my pretty, and then I've got Wednesdays with Her Royal Highness Squid Tentacle Lady. So yeah, but it's one thing. I just want to make sure that you guys enjoy, you know, the content, and that, like, you know, it's only fair for you guys, if that makes any sense. I'd rather you enjoy it. But you know what they say, don't you? Everyone has got a spoon. Would you like to edit videos for me? Can I ask the audience? Can I phone a friend on that one? I'll talk to you later, Squid. I'll talk to you later. Obviously, there won't be any charge, of course. Oh, don't even bring that. Oh, God, no, mate. Yeah. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so I was thinking of doing that. Excuse me. But there's a couple of other games. Why am I coughing suddenly? I don't usually cough that much. Anyway. Oh, you need to. Oh, Squid is saying that she's gonna adult. She's gonna do an adulting. She's adulting. Well, hey, I did some adulting yesterday. I actually did some adulting yesterday. I did some editing yesterday. I actually conducted some adult behavior, which was scary. Um, okay, so I'm going to put this to the floor now. So let me know what you think of. I mean, if you've seen the videos I've already put up, please let me. I vote no. Squid knows how to do it. She's just rusty. Stop being a lizard, Squid. Yeah, Squid. What Freckles said. Fucking hell, I'm publicizing that fucking comment. There you go. Fucking have some of that. Pow. Oh, you know, if someone calls you up and they're spam, just tell them hang on a minute and then walk away from the phone a little bit and just shout, "Okay, cover the body up. Carry on taking some pictures and then cover the body up." And then go back on the phone. So, right, hi, you know that you've called an active murder scene. Who am I speaking? Where are you? What's your location? You know yeah, all that shit. That usually works. They don't call you. They don't call you back then after that. Trust me, I've used it. Yes, I'm having my Dr. Pepper. So yeah. So go on, give us some feedback, guys. So tell me what you think. What you know, what you want to see. Do you know one thing I haven't done? I haven't freaking. Okay, ladies, handbags at 10 paces. So what you're saying, Squid? My videos are shit or something? Yeah. So, guys, can I get a little bit of feedback from the audience, from the community, please? What do you think? What do you think I should do with the Trista? Sometimes I answer the phone, whispering, "There's blood everywhere." Do you know what? I'm going to do that. The only problem is though that like some fucking people, you don't know who. You need to make sure that if it is a cold caller, right? Yeah, then just go. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. But I've got a set of skills. One of them needs to be out to learn how to speak English correctly. But I see blood everywhere. I see dead people. Help me. And they help me. Yeah, and hey, Robert, I know that sounds a bit funny, but over here you're not allowed to do that. Well, you are, but yeah, I don't. So what? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get an answer that sideways from you guys about the gaming video. So is anyone going to answer that, or shall I just sit here and let you guys just talk shit about fucking answering machines and cold callers? Hello, you have reached American AT&T. If you want to speak English, press 1. Spanish, press 2. Espagnol, 2. Français, 3. Deutsch, nummer 4. After the tone. I have to tweak yours a bit? What do you mean, tweak yours? Oh, I'm not derailed. I've asked you guys a question, but you're not, I know that Squid Pro Quo has got the attention span of a fly. No disrespect to sweet fly, or any flies, So, okay, for you, Squid, watch my lips. What type of the videos that I have already uploaded? What do you like about them? And should I put more of that game up, or should I change the games? And what type of games would you like? Because I've got Warhammer 40K. But what's that? I've also answered Lemmy. Who the hell's Lemmy, Trissa? Leamington, the Lemmy. What was it? Fraggle Rock. What was that? No, Lemmings. Yes. Anyway. So come on then. So Texas likes the fight. What do you mean the incursion one? Texas Alien. Is that the one you mean? All good sport. Good. I'm scared. I don't have to, Squid. I don't have to play that game Among Us. We're already among them. I mean, they're already among us, so we don't have to play the game, do we? Really? I mean, come on. The fighting games and battleships, right? Okay, I like the ship game, but also the fighting. Right? Okay. Games. I'm growing. So next question. Really, Freckled? Are you sure about that? You're growing, right? Are you adulting today just to look professional, and then back to normal, like yes, in the next 10 minutes? Hey, come on, tell the truth, Freckle. Come on, tell the truth. And don't be messing with my sweet fly. I will mess with anybody I like to. What are you gonna do about it? Tomorrow morning, big post on the anti-what Hales on the fucking fake Hales group. Spawn Trooper is an a-hole. And runs around with a fly swatter, an electric version. Hi, Kim. Hey, welcome. How you doing? Shit, that's too funny. Freckle, the day you actually not do anything when you're not up, yeah, you know what I mean. When you're not causing anything, that'll be the day hell freezes over and you see Satan fucking back doing a Tolval and Dean impression. Yeah. With your little fucking Lily Langstocking fucking. Oh, by the way, Feckled, how's your dog? I hope she or he's all right. Oh. 7 days to that. That's no. I should have renamed that. I should have renamed that game. Not 7 days to die. They should have named it. You're gonna die this week at some point, but not sure when. Wait a minute. So you can dish it out, but I can't. I can't reciprocate. Oh, in the heart, Freckled Ginger. I know where you live. I just let mine play while I'm doing things. Doesn't really matter to me. The comments are hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some, like, I mean, we know that people like to press buttons, but sorry, I'm just shocked at the fact that freaking tentacle lady called me a freaking arse, considering she's a pain in the ass. Yeah, but okay. Hi everyone, like Spawn's game he plays. Tried watching Sizzy, it was way too graphic. Graphic? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I've got quite a few games I still want to, but obviously there are people out there who don't have content and they usually copy other people's stuff. So I'm going to be very abrupt and very wait, what? Winston, he has taken his third 15-hour nap today already. Yes, of course I know it is Squid. Of course I know it is. It's all in good fun. Jesus Christ. Don't get serious. Don't get serious until I bring you Arizona Hawk. Hello. Arizona Hawk. So yeah, I've been hearing that Florida being hit with a heat wave. So guys, make sure you look after yourself. Oh, I think she's supposed to say. Oh, Freckle, that's fucking fighting talk where I come from. You are cruising for a bruising. That there is fighting talk where that's it. That's it. You're grounded for a week. You have to be nice to everybody now for a week. Hey, I don't see anyone else complaining, Squidly. Yeah. I'm proud. Hey, and this proud army boy can play the name again, probably a little bit better than you can. So, index is one. Yeah, guys, just make sure you look after yourself. Don't, please, whatever you do not put anything cold on your forehead or on the back of your neck. All right, put it on your wrists and drink lots of water. And if you can, go to a pharmacy and buy yourself a box of Diarolite, which has got electrolytes in it and salt. So and 1 liter, one sachet of that a day should be enough for you. I'm quite lovely to people. Yes, you are actually, Freckled. Yeah, I saw you on the experts, and yeah, and you've got some good digs there, nice digs there, by the way. Just saying, and and it was good to see you smile. Not that it helped, but nice smile. I like the expert. I think he's funny. What else was I going to say? Oh, shit, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. The crampons are... 1 second. Yeah, do you know what? I do not like that freaking setup. Wait a minute. The caption design. No, caption. No. Wait a minute. I do not like that design. I do not like that. There you go. Ah, God, no. Yeah. So, right, anyway. You have a fan. Yay. No, I think I tell you one thing, Freckle. I like expert. I always have liked him. I was introduced to him by someone who I used to talk to many moons ago. And once in a while, if he's live, I'll go in there and say hi and all that, and just sit back and listen and enjoy. Oh yeah, they still they still stream Squid. Yeah, I tell you one thing, Delusion. If you ever want to see the impression or who represents the word delusional, all right, just go to their stream and you'll see it within minutes or seconds. Those people are absolutely delusional, and the fact is that the courts are allowing this to continue. because I do believe if you do make public hang on a minute. I'm not sure about the American law over there about making public statements, because if you're making public statements on a court case, that means you come under that journalistic umbrella. But if you are part and parcel of that court case, i.e. defendant, doesn't that change the goalposts a little bit? That when you're broadcasting or you're announcing or you're talking about, the court case? Because they've been doing this for quite a while. So here's my question to you. Let me ask you something. I mean, we've already covered the fact that, considering that you're part of a court case, now you've got freaking Luscious, Maximus, Dickus, Lipicus, and everyone else. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about these people over the last few days by other platforms like Tug and Megan and that. My question is this. When will, if the feds are really involved or if they're not, I don't really care. I believe people when I see factual proof. That's when I go, right, okay. However, when you've got people who try to sound good on their platforms and then they just come out with some flap their gums and make noises out of that hole in their face. The one thing I've noticed is that the more the crampons and the more Swamp Lizard and all these idiots talk, the more evidence they're handing over to What the Hell's and his law team. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not going into the nitty gritty of what they say, how they say it, when they said it, who's saying it. It's the fact that they're on that platform and they're going on and they're talking about legal documents and stuff like that. I mean, it's already been proven that Bruce is going to freaking get pounded. He is going to get pounded because he's indirectly admitting to lying. And then he's trying to make shit up. I mean, really? I mean, someone posted screenshots from the way he behaved, calling people idiots and stuff like that. I mean, okay, fair enough. I mean, I was one of I think I was the first person he ever insulted, but that's by and by. But then again, I did fucking challenge him and he lost that hands down. But the fact that there were actually comments in there that I know for a fact were mine, which I don't mind. I don't really mind. But it's strange that this stuff comes up, but people ignore it. And when irrelevant stuff is posted, people are over it like flies to shit. And it makes no sense to me. It just doesn't compute. It just doesn't. I just don't understand why people are getting this back to front. There's enough being shown. There's enough evidence being shown about Bruce, about Mr. Magoo, about Skeletor. Hello, you guys. Right, about freaking Jabba the Hutt, the Crampons, the Swamp Lizard, Lizard Lady, and freaking Idiot. All right, there's so much being posted that's relevant, but people have ignored it. But when certain people then post something, everyone's over it like flies to shit, but they then ignore it. That's what I can't understand. It's just like the situation a few months ago last year with what's his name? What's his name again? Oh, for crying out loud, I forgot his name. Max Lab, there you go. Right? Now, nothing against him. He can do what he likes, but the thing is, I went into the fake group the other day and I saw one of his aliases posting, and I'm like, okay. But I found it very interesting that the information was irrelevant. And I'm not saying he's irrelevant. I'm just saying the information was irrelevant because it was old news. And then you got other people posting stuff and talking about stuff, and you're like, going, well, recapping is a good thing because that brings people up to speed and brings people up to what's relevant. But this is one of the reasons I stepped away from going on and talking about the legal side of it all the time. Hi, Kathy Stewart, by the way. right? Because at the end of the day, there are so many people now posting shit on both sides of the coin to try to confuse and try to distract you from other stuff. Because, like, didn't you find it interesting that last night Ohio court was mentioned? And Snowflower, do you know why she's going to be served for the Ohio court? I'll give you a little hint, because it's third person interfere. Basically, oh god, what's it called again? There's a word for it. Squid, do I have to bring you on to start talking Americanese for me? Hi, Kathy. Hi. What's the word for it? There's a word for it. Yeah, I know, Robert. Yeah, I know. And just so you know, Squid, I was talking to me and Squid were talking, and she gave me an idea. At some point, I'll talk to Squid privately before I actually mention. Actually, do you know what? I'll talk to Squid privately after this stream and then see what she says, and basically then I'll let her liaise, and then we'll have a little bit of a party. Third party, yeah, there you go. Third party content. That's why Fleecer Crampon, right, is getting served via the Ohio court, because the thing is that covers the permanent restraining order, and within the permanent restraining order, in the details, it says third party contact. And due to the fact that the fleas, the crampons, and other people have directly or indirectly had third party contact, yeah, that's why it's going to that court. And I think that they've also, I personally think that they've also been legally advised that would come under that court. So that takes a little bit away from the federal court, so it doesn't get confused or anything. Squid, I don't think he has. I don't think he has spread himself. In fact, I don't think he has. What I do think is that every single person on the anti-what the hell's ecosystem, what they've done, they've spread themselves so thin that they're going to fail. You can already tell the way they write their motions and everything else. And the fact that this hasn't even been brought up correctly or properly yet is the fact with the. Do you know what? We need a better picture for this. There you go, the train wreck. All right, the fact that they scrounged $6,000 for a bankruptcy lawyer, where the highest amount that was paid for something was over $2,000. So where did the rest of the money go? And the fact that Bruce Deuceboy, right, has done GoFundMe's, all this it's all about the money. And there's a difference between someone streaming and, showing educational information or covering, educational stuff or news or something like that. There's that one. But then when you just sit on your platform and scrounge for 4 tires because someone had to go to a funeral. So wait a minute. They were the only people going to the funeral. So you're telling me that your tires were that bad that you needed four new ones? So how come you didn't change those tires before? How come the tires had to be done and changed then just because you were going to a funeral? There's a big loophole here. Don't get me wrong. If there's a funeral, and my condolences to the person, the family, and everyone else, my thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to the family, right? But to sit on a platform that has already got a spotlight on them and has already been proven to be hypocrites and full of crap and have not shown any factual proof or evidence or transparency whatsoever, suddenly fucking scrounge for 4 new tires for a car and then go, we're going to show you receipts. We're going to show you this. And they deliberately put up a phone number that wasn't even relevant to the individuals. And then where did that go to? Because that part in the video has disappeared. But unfortunately for them, a lot of people watch streams like mine, Squids, the Fleas, and everyone else's because they watch us. Because, well, especially me and Squid, because we're not scared of saying it as it is, but we're welcoming. We are lovable. We respect you all, And the thing is, at the end of the day, if you are going to be so gullible and sit there and believe every fucking word that someone says, and you can see that they're lying, and you can tell that they're lying, and you can hear that they're lying, then whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? I mean, Otter Creek is already falling apart. It's only a matter of time before. And here's my, I like all the people that associate with Jeremy, like Deanna, Travis and everything, I try not to talk about them too much. I just if I enjoyed something, then I will say something. But I think Otter Creek should incorporate. I think they should just get rid of that council, that town hall, turn it into a freaking library or something, and then just go incorporated and come under the state protection. At least then they'll, because one thing I find quite strange, Travis puts up a fence on private property, right? Puts up private property, yeah, and so does the others. But why is he getting told not? Why is he getting told he can't build there? Why is it? Why is it suddenly? It's a no for him not to build it. I think look, if you haven't enforced building regulations, because if you had enforced building regulations in the first place, okay, then you would have basically, the moment Lynette Preston's freaking permits had ran out, you'd have been on over her like flies and shit. Pardon the expression, sweet fly. You'd have been all over her, but you would not. And then when you've got someone else who's got a little bit of clout now in Otter Creek, okay, and because you're not getting the attention that you used to, because obviously Jeremy used to come to the town hall meetings. Now you're not getting that attention. Is it because you're losing business in your RV place? Is it what's going on? Is it because he's not giving you a backhander? So here's the thing. I had a lot of respect for Zim, but the moment Carl resigned from his position as vice mayor, that put up a lot of red flags for me, because he seemed quite content and quite happy being in that position, and so did the other guy. And the fact that Belinda quit, she resigned, and the fact that the other clerk quit, it's putting up red flags. And now this with the non-work permit, that's just putting up red flags. But the thing is, because it's private property, technically, he explained, if you go to Travis's, he actually explained it quite nicely on his video. Even I understood that law of Floridian law. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, Kathy, just take your time, my darling, all right? Because I can remember you saying something that you had to talk to text. So you just take your time, yeah? You don't have to rush. But there you go. It's a shame that this is happening. And the thing is, because obviously now they're losing clout, this is where Sim and Laura Mott and the rest of the council board, they need to get together, bring everyone in, sit everyone down. The Zim needs to get his head out of his ass and stop acting like he owns the place. Sit down and listen to why they resigned. Why did they walk out? Because the last thing you need, and I'm telling you this right now, the last thing you need, right, is people like Lynette Preston or John Cook or Don or Ross in that place again. Because, it hadn't have been for Madam Mayor, right? Not Brett, but Madam Mayor, who richly rebuilt the basis or the base for that place to then start climbing back out of the shithole they were in, right? And then when she left, you had Zim who came in, and then Zim started bringing, and he brought it up to a certain level. And the thing is now, right? They've only got two ways out of this. He gets a grip of everybody, brings them down, and he becomes a leader, not a dictator, and actually listens to people on the board, right? And if they don't agree something with what he said or what he's done, and he walks in on a private conversation, right, he hasn't got any rights to act out on that. Simple. Now, if they were trying to do a coup d'etat on him, trying to oust him, right, all it takes is multiple votes of a vote of no confidence, and then they can put that vote to the table and bang, done, sorted. Now the problem he's got, due to the fact that Carl left, right, that means it leaves Rex. Not sure if Rex left actually, but that leaves Laura Mott. Laura Mott, the last time she was the mayor, look what happened. So yeah, Otter Creek needs to incorporate. They need to just give up. They need to incorporate. It would trust me, it would be way better for them. Way better. And it would save a shed load of money. It would save a shed load of money. But there you go. I never used to talk to text, but I have a few friends who only use it. Makes. Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah. It's. I just find this whole thing just weird, and like when you got people thinking that they're subject experts and they think they can throw around labels, and then you got other people who think that they're professional, they're these high court lawyers that anything that comes out of their mouth is factual and truthful. And the fact that you've got people who will sit there and listen to these idiots for 4 to 6 hours or whatever, I mean, if I do long streams, it's because I'm gaming. But people, you need to get grip of yourself. You really do. I mean, it's hearing both sides' opinion is a good thing as well. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh, there's some people out there who need to get a grip of reality. Seriously, you really need to get a grip of reality because, you're sitting there saying things. I mean, who was it a few weeks ago? Was it Marla Hughes? No, it wasn't her. Who was it? It was someone. There was someone in that little group of I can't remember his bloody name now. Do you know what, Kathy? I'm starting to feel that as well. I mean, from everything that I've seen, it's going that way. But then again, I don't know really that much about local law over there, so I can't really comment. But yeah, I was thinking about that about 2-3 weeks ago, actually. No, actual fact, I was thinking about that night when Travis went into the meeting and he showed them the plans and everything. The moment I saw that, I was like, if they don't go in unincorporated, they're going to be forced to. They're going to lose everything because if they're going to treat a local resident or a resident that lives close by and has now bought property there, you know. But I think to be perfectly honest with you, I think there's an underlying issue going on between Zim and Travis, or between Zim and Jeremy. I think something after the Christmas party. I think something happened after that Christmas do. And unfortunately, DJ Ratters is looking after family at the moment, so kudos to him, But I think there's more to the picture than we've actually seen. Hi, Gail. How you doing? Yeah, so it's interesting, and I think it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, which unfortunately is a shame, because it's just one of those things. And by the way, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, right, go and hit that thumbs up. Don't be shy. Or you're going to hit that like button. And if you're sitting outside and you want to take part in it, it only takes 5 minutes, and then just hit that sub button. Come on in, come and have a conversation. Right? Just be respectful and be nice. Don't be anal. Then everything is fine. But yeah, can you imagine? Unincorporated, can you imagine how their lives will change for the better? Exactly, Texas. Yeah, they'll not just get help from the building enforcement. That I think they would be able to then go through the bureaucracy in regards of work permits and stuff like that. And I think they would get way more support, because, like, excuse me, what would they like if they are a self-contained town or village or whatever you want to call it, and like they have a hurricane, or like the last storms last time. I mean, how long does it take them to get help? Now, if you're unincorporated and you're part of the county, or you're part of that district, you just, you can even get someone to represent, go and apply to be on the board, the county board, and just make sure that it's someone you can trust. Done. Bang. There you go. Yeah. And you just need people who know how to circumvent politics and go and deal with it that way. And if you need anything, you put the right forms in, and then you get it, or you don't. I mean, like, the other night someone mentioned someone called Dan. I can't remember who was it. He waited nearly a year to get his power back, and he got it back the other day. So good on him. But a year. Oh boy. But there you go. It's just one of those things. Oh, hello, darling. Hi. What are you going to do? Are you going to come up and slap me, or are you going to just sit there and look at me with those little puppy boot? Hey? Yes. Anyway, so yeah. But anyway, going back to the games and that. So yeah, there's going to be more videos coming up. In regards of everything I said right at the get-go, obviously, children will play, so just ignore them. But a word of advice is keep our names out your mouth, because I tell you one thing, you won't like the response, and the only reason you're getting some sort of response right now is because I am quite fair to I treat animals the same, But don't start becoming part of nature, because you won't like it. Like I said last time, I was only warming up, and I'm not the only one. And there you go. So, what shall we talk about next? Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll get hold of my pretty at some point, because I've got some good films coming out, and Hang on a minute. I just sent Squid a message. See if what type of response. Oh, Kathy, you got everyone have a great day. 3D live calls. Hey, Kathy, you take care of yourself, my darling, and have a fantastic day. Thank you very much for being here. And remember, a smile a day keeps the weird people away. Um, 1 second, guys. There you go. Sorry about that. I'm just typing to someone because that idea about got a little surprise coming up. So see what happens. Yep. Right. So we need to get hold of those people. See what they say if they want to, and then we'll go from there. And then we just need to lay out an itinerary, and go through what we don't discuss and what we do discuss, and then go from there. That's also a bloody good idea as well. Yeah. Do you know what? That is a very good idea. I am so sorry, guys. Obviously, you can't see the conversation going on. Ooh, hang on a minute. Too many DMing me. Help. Actual fact, David, you know what? Because you've asked that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up. Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do some truck simming over the weekend, and then I'm going to dedicate it to you. How about that? That's what I'm going to do. Yes, I am. Yeah, and then obviously, thanks to JK Films and to DJ Ratters with the tunes they gave me, I'm going to be using them as well. So that's another thing. That's good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. That's for sure. And I was just talking to Squid, and we've come up with an idea. And basically, I will announce it on my next live, or when I'm live again with Squid and that. And then basically, we're going to do a couple of things that you guys will enjoy, and hopefully, when you do come and sit in, and yeah, and I am going to try and do another gaming stream at some point next week. Obviously, Mondays and Wednesdays is already booked, so at some point I'll do another stream, and we'll see what happens. See if I can do it. And then I'm gonna take a video. I'm gonna show you my. I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna take a video. I'm gonna have a little surprise for you guys. I've got a little surprise coming up for you guys. No, David. No. Nice. Right. The first thing he says, "Oh, great, tidy. Are you gonna crash? Really great. Are you saying I can't drive or something?" I don't know if I should feel insulted or feel warmth and love and caring from you there right now. Excuse me. Put it this way, it won't be a train wreck, if you know what I mean. I can't believe you said that. That is too funny. That is too funny. Yes, Kim, the lion avatar came from a very good friend, and that came from SMN. SMN sent me that one, and he sent me a couple of others, and they are really, really nice. So I thought, so that's what I do sometimes. When people send me stuff and I look at it and I think it's nice, I will use it. But I'm more of a wolf type of person liking, if that makes any sense. Lions and tigers are predators. They are the alpha males. So yeah. And as I am an alpha male, obviously I have to make sure that I represent. So it's only fair to, there you go, represent. And by the way, white lions do exist. They do exist. And so do white tigers as well. They're not there's not a lot of them around, but they do exist. So other than that, if you are dealing with the heat, make sure you're hydrated, and make sure you put something. If you need to fill your sink up, your basin or your sink, whatever you want to call it, and just put your wrists in there, and that will cool you down a bit. Don't put it on the back of your neck. Don't drink cold water too quickly. Sip cold water, normal temperatured water. Just drink it normally. And just don't drink too much water. The minimum on a cold, normal is 2 liters a minimum, and on a very hot day, or if you're in a hot environment on a daily basis, then it's 4 liters, and then that's a gallon, and that's it. And then you just take it nice and easy. Ask, see if you can. Right? Yes, they had white lions and tigers. Yes, they did. And in fact, Squid, funny you say that. I've got a message. But I think it was in the 70s or 80s. There was a rumor that they manipulated a pregnancy to get a white tiger. Not sure if that's true or not, but I don't really care. But yeah. Thanks very much for the heads up, Squid. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's no new documents in any of the Fed cases or bankruptcy. So that means that someone has made a big boo boo in the bankruptcy. Boo. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Daniel, hi buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. Squid and I are going to be talking later on. Just so you guys know, there's some people will get a message later on. Just be aware that if you are not, don't worry, we'll send you a message. Trust me. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to probably do it once a week or at least once every couple of weeks. We'll just meet up for, yes. Panthers, Panther is just a darker version of a leopard. Do you know what? There's not really much to say except just having a normal conversation with you guys. So, Freckled picked on me with Squid. That's typical. I usually get that at least once a week, that I get picked on by Squid and Freckles and everyone else for approximately half an hour. But still love them a bit, so. Ugh. Do you know, someone said to me, was talking to me about Rumble. I wonder if I should. I wonder if I should. You see, because the thing is, for me, it's not about the money. I'm not going to go through that spiel again. You all know where I stand. What do you disagree? What do you disagree with, Mister? What do you disagree with, Texas? Tell me. I'm listening. I'm all ears. Yeah. So, I don't know. Oh shit! Do you know what I just remembered? This is quite funny, actually. I was, sometimes I get bored and I just like, I need to have a giggle, so I'm going to go and have a look at what's being said in the fake group, and it was quite funny about the crampons talking about Shaq O'Neal wanting to move to the villages, Um, that I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, the moment he moves into there, right, they're gonna be on him like freaking flies to shit. They're gonna be, they're gonna try everything, and then they're gonna like, play the victim or do exactly the same thing they did to their next door neighbor. The moment I saw that, I was just seeing, the amount of red flags that went up. At one point, I felt like I was in some communist freaking demonstration in 1942 somewhere in Russia. I mean, seriously, like these guys are absolutely, and something else, like who in their right mind would want to even get in any shape or form physically and have any type of physical interaction with those. No. That panthers are just like like leopards, a leopard, as they say in German. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a zoologist, so I can't really. I really can't. Yeah, my advice, run. Yeah, don't do it. Oh my God. Can you imagine Shaq on it? I mean, he would, do you know what? Do you know, in fact, he could build his own villages, really. And, someone should warn him. Say, hey, look, I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there. You need to go and build your own villages. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Where's the other version of the Luther song? There we go.
He just say what he do and he mean what he say, man. Laid back boots in a hillside breeze, sipping Dr. Pepper with his dragon at ease. Loofah, he like many gifts of the loofah. Loofah, he don't beat round, for you just loofah. In his barracks like a banner, he scrubs truth into the skin of the land with a daffodil smile and a calloused hand.
Don't mess with the English man.
I mean the Irish man.
Wait, the Scottish man. Oh shit, I mean the man. He'll give you a stare and a proverb too, then vanish on a mountain like the mist do.
He don't need no war, no heavy command, just a melody line and a sponge in hand. When Babylon's stress tries to ruin his calm,
He just ums and he scrubs like a loofah bomb.
Loofah, loofah, he's the hillside soother. Trooper, looper, he but the Celtic mover.
He sings what he means and he means what he says. Spawn Trooper got the grime of the world washed away.
Fine trooper, he don't beat round, he just be round. Loofah man,
Cleaning the vibe of the whole damn land.
And there you go. There was another version of that. And Gail, I will address that at some other point. I'm not going to go into it. However, there was a reason. And obviously, due to the fact that there's been contact being made over the last couple of days, I will deal with it as and when. Yes, I do love the game. But don't get me wrong. This is no negative. This is not negative. It's just that, like, like I said, with me, it's black and white. It's something. It's actually, I feel, to be perfectly honest with you, I feel uncomfortable talking about it now. But it will get dealt with as and when it needs to be dealt with. And it takes a lot for me to permanently remove anybody from here, and it has to be a bloody good reason. So I appreciate you reminding me. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yeah. Right. Remember, the difference between me and a lot of people is I'm not afraid to be disliked. I don't give a fuck who you are supposed to be, think you are, or who you are connected to. I like that. That someone should put that on a. You know what? Someone should put that on a t-shirt. That. But then again. So yeah, and there you go. Oh, Melody, hi. I didn't even see you sneak in. Ooh, ninja. Oh wait, let me turn around and make sure my wife's not here. Nope. Yeah. Someone does a ninja, I'm always turning around going. Arr. So, how is everybody today? I hope that everyone is okay. And guys, ladies, gents, people, humans, merch incoming. Yeah, Squid. I think you should take that. I think you should do that. I think you should take that and put it on some merch. I think you should put that on merch. I think you should do that. I think you should do that. I also think you should do like a collab merch, land life and sea life. God, you fucking squid with the tentacles wrapped around a fucking neck of a wolf. No, but seriously, on a serious note, things will get done. Things will get sorted. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. Certain things need to be addressed. I'm a type of person that I need to have 100% reason for me to do anything, and when I do it, it happens. On a t-shirt. Well, Melody, you could always black out or redacted the F word, and put a different word there. Message you that phrase. What, you mean that one? That's how. Just remember where it came from. I want credit. No, I don't give a shit. You do what you like with it. Oh God, yeah. Why? What's that make it? Yeah, I know. I mean, I could. Wait a minute. Let me just check my. Let me just check something. See if I can find something that'll you can make a t-shirt out of. 1 second. I mean, you can always have that one. Yeah, you can always have that one. Yeah, shit, that's funny. Oh, go back. Something has gone wrong. Or, where is it? And by the way, now you know, can you understand why I don't stream at 7 o'clock GMT? This is why. Seven o'clock wrestling with myself alone. I'm booked. I can't do that. I can't miss that again. Seriously, I can't. I like this one the most. This is the one I like. That's the one I like. There's a level of stupid I haven't seen in a long time. Yes. Yes, that's my favorite one. That one. But here's my favorite one. That I Richie. Yeah. If you is in my office, you is in bed for a bad day. Oh shit. Yeah, you're definitely in for a bad day if you came into my office. That was fucking sure. That is fact. There you go. Right. Now we're going on to the most important part. The Q&A time, guys. So go ahead and ask questions. I'm going to give this about, I'll give this about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So go ahead, and if you've got any questions about gaming or about anything in general, if I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I'll get someone else to answer it. So ask away. I am waiting. I is waiting. And while we wait, what am I going to do here? And just one more thing, guys, just so you actually do know, I do appreciate you guys. Oh. Yeah, I like them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I'll sort that out later. He will have to gate over at the confirm. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a heavy word, though. Yeah. Oh God. Where were you yesterday when we needed your expertise? Where was I yesterday? What day was it yesterday? Thursday. I was busy. What did you need my expertise for, if I may ask, Gail? Please elaborate your question. Got you. No, I'm only joking. Explain that. What do you mean yesterday and expertise? What were we discussing to use my expertise? Oh. Oh, it's the eyes in there. Oh, crap. I got to go. Phone is ringing again. It's brother-in-law this time. All right, Texas, you look after yourself. Keep us updated, and please be good, and be safe. And remember, it doesn't take that much energy to smile. Okay, you know where we are if you need us. Okay, lots of love and hugs. Oh, the Hilo. I was there. I was there on Wednesday. Oh crap! Yeah, sorry. By the way, Squid, I owe you an apology. I was watching your streaming. And I fell asleep. Well, I dozed off. More like. I sort of like went. Yeah. She did send me the link. Yeah, because I was a bit tired yesterday. So yeah, and that as well. Yeah. I had a lot. I'll be honest with you. I had a lot of work to do yesterday, and I went. Hello, Lisa, my darling. How's my little flower doing? How's my little valley flower doing? Hey, good to see you, Lisa. Oh, in the fucking heart, Squid. I'll remember that. Oh, next time I come on, I'm not going to say a fucking word. I'm going to blame me for. It's actually, I mean, that's actually a good point, because when you do have someone else on, you are going to have a dialogue, so therefore it does take longer. So that's in the heart. I'll remember that, Squid. Next time, I'll remember that. I shall remember that. Hey, you going to come on today? We're going to do the next. No, sorry, busy. How do you tell family you don't want to do what they want you to do because it would not be good for me at all? How do you tell family you don't want to do what they want you to do? Well, Melody, if it's something to do with your health or it's something to do with your safety, then it's always good to listen to family because they care for you. If it's something to do in a relationship or something like that, then you have to be strong enough to stand and say, hey, this is my relationship. I've accepted the consequences. All I need is support. I don't need you to dictate or tell me what to do. However, it depends on the circumstances. It also depends the situation you're in. Now, I'm not going to ask you what it's about, but the best thing to do is, if family are involving themselves in your relationship, then you've got two different ways of dealing with it. You can ask them what their opinion is and why they are pushing that opinion. And two, you have to make them understand that, that even though if it's your parents or brothers or sisters, it's still your life. And if you choose to ignore them, then that's your choice. However, you should communicate and have dialogue between each other to understand, because sometimes when family members do involve themselves in, hi Sienna, when they do involve themselves in things, it's because they're worried. They love you and they're worried for you and they're worried about you. So that's why sometimes family members will do that. But try to, hi Paul. All right, buddy. You just sit back and just relax. And I would recommend is that you try to approach one person who's willing to sit down with you and talk to you about it and listen to your opinion about, what you don't appreciate, and just take it step by step. Don't be angry. Don't be rude, in a calm manner. Right. And just be respectful, because at the end of the day, if family get involved, it's usually 99% of the time it's because they care about you and they're worried about you. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh God, squid. Yeah, Paul, just take your time, mate. Melody, did that make any sense? Did it help? It's Gail. It's well, it's more. That's one of the reasons I did the counselling course to get the qualification. I mean, sometimes you need a complete stranger's opinion because when you get an unbiased viewpoint from someone, because I don't know what's going on, so I can't really say, oh, well, you do this, 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 and this. You should never ever turn around to anybody and say, do this, 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 and this. You can only advise because, say, like that individual will know the individuals they're talking about. So all you can do is basically say, right, this is what I would advise. Approaching it with a calm manner is the uppermost, most important primary thing you need to do. You need to be calm. Well, okay, so if they only come around, okay, right, okay, so they only come around when they want something, right? Okay, um, I'll give you an example of what the situation I had years ago with some members of my family, and I don't mind talking about this because obviously I'm not going to name anybody. I had a situation where I had a couple of members of my family always phone me up or they would just appear on my doorstep. The problem was there was one situation where I was about to leave to go and exercise. And, at the time, the wife and everyone, they were going to go away for that period. They're going to go to the family. And they just turned up and said, oh, yeah, we'll stay here until you come back. And I was like, yep, nope, not happening. And basically, they didn't even get a step in the house. And I said to her, I said, look, I'm sorry, but, you can't stay here while there's no one here. Because one, it was military property. And two, if something had happened, right, it would have been my responsibility. So I said, no, you can't happen. And basically, hi, Julia. And basically, they, that individual then left, got shirty. I went on exercise. And whilst I was on exercise, I got pulled into the RHQ. And basically, they turned around and they said, oh, so, we've let so-and-so into your house, blah, blah, blah. This. And I went, no, you need to get her out. She hasn't got my permission to be in there. And if she's still in there by tonight, I'm getting into a vehicle. I'll drive down there and I'll fucking drag her out. They soon changed their tone and they went down there and they removed her from my property. And when I got back, there was a few things missing. So I then called the military police and basically they then arrested her. And the thing is, if you don't want someone in your property or you don't have something, which they ask for, just say, no, sorry, I haven't got it. You have to have the strength to say no. Just because it's family, right, doesn't entitle them to always get the yes, right? So sometimes it's good to always say no. And you need to remember is that Hi, Kim. Welcome to the stream. You here's a suggestion I would make. Before they even contact you, is contact them and say, listen, if you want to come and visit, fine. If you want to come down and talk to me, fine. If you want to like spend some time with me, fine. I'll put the kettle on and make some sandwiches and that. But you can't stay and don't expect anything from me because I have my own bills to pay. I've got this and I've got that to do. Do not turn up expecting that you're going to get what you want, because a no is probably what you're going to get. All right. And do it in the most nicest possible way. And if you get an adverse reaction or get an angry reaction, say, look, I'm not willing to stay on the phone with you while you're shouting and whatever. I'll talk to you whenever. All right. And I haven't spoken to a certain amount of members of my family for over 20 years because of what's happened. Okay. And it doesn't bother me one bit, because sometimes, you know, when the little chick falls out the nest and when you leave that nest, you're on your own. So you have to look after yourself. And if you've got children, you have to look after yourself and your children. And if you're married and you got a husband or, you know, a partner and children and everything else, you have your own responsibilities. You're not responsible for other people. If they are too idle or too lazy or just throw money out the window like it doesn't exist, that is not your problem, not your burden. That's theirs. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Right? Sometimes you have to say no. It's just like the situation Gail asked the question earlier on, and I was asked that question last night in another chat. And I said that I will deal with it. I'll look at it, and I have my reasons, and I do not do anything unless I am 100% sure someone or something was done that wasn't right, and then I will deal with it then. But I am willing over time to deal with that situation, to rebuild a base of positivity and move on from there. Right. So my advice to you, Melody, is to don't be afraid to say no. Okay. Never be afraid to say no. And remember, this is your family. All right. So therefore the rules are slightly different to if like Gail turned up on your doorstep, or Kim or David. Right. This is family. So sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Trust me, I've been there. And I think a lot of other people have been there where they've had family members who've taken advantage of them, or, oh, I need $20, or I need $50, or what, I need this, I need that. And you go, oh, there you go. And then you're $50 down. And then you turn around and you look at yourself and go, oh, shit, I didn't pay my electric bill, or I didn't pay the gas bill, or I didn't pay this or that, I didn't pay that. And then you're stuck. So sometimes it will cause negativity. Of course it will, because it's like, why should I pay out of my pocket when I can scrounge money off so and so and so and so? And I'll give you another scenario. Another individual in my family said they had to pay a bill. And this is the perfect freaking example. Now, I can't believe I can remember this shit. And I was saving up to buy a car. And they phoned me up and they went, I'm really in shit, panicking, crying and everything else. I went, okay, whoa, because I fell for the crying and everything else. And because obviously it was a family member. And so I went to the bank, got some money out, and I went, and what I did, instead of giving them the money, I paid the bill. What I didn't realize is that the money for the bill, they already had. They've had it, but they just didn't pay the bill for 2 months. So what they did, they played the little game. I ended up paying it. And then a few months later, it happened again. But by that time, I already found out, because when I actually phoned up the company and I said, yeah, I'm here to pay so-and-so's bill, they went, oh, right, well, she hasn't paid the bill for 2 months. And we've tried everything. We were about to send the debt collectors, about to send someone down to turn off the power and everything. And I was like, no, I'll pay for it. And I went, oh, really? And I went, yeah. And I went, okay, thanks very much for telling me. And so never again. But I'll tell you one, I'll give you an example of the opposite. A very good friend of mine who I served with for many years had an unfortunate incident where someone passed away, but he didn't have the money to fly to Jamaica to go to the funeral. And he only had a few days. And I was on exercise. I came back. I was still in camp, and I get a phone call, and he's like telling me this. And I went, okay, where are you right now? And he went, there. And I went, right, okay, stay where you are. So I went then to my boss, and I said, look, can I be excused on compassionate reasons? He went, why? So I told him, he went, yep, fuck off, or, crack on. And I drove all the way, believe it or not, I drove all the way from where I was back to the UK, went to his house, picked him up, I took him to the airport, and I just said, have you got your kit packed? He went, yeah. I said, you got your passport? He went, yeah. And I went, and I drove him straight to the airport, and I paid for the return ticket. And then I said, I'll see you when you get back. And he went, yeah, no drama. And the thing was, he was on leave, and he had 2 weeks. And basically, he got compassionate extra couple of weeks because of compassionate leave. I drove, I then stayed, I went to visit a couple of friends, and then I went back. And I got back on Sunday evening. I was back on duty on the Monday morning. And I got called into my boss's office, and I told him what happened. He went, okay, fair dues, just take a couple of extra days off and everything else. And we were cleaning off. We were down on the vehicle park, and we were cleaning the vehicles off because it took us nearly 2 weeks because the vehicles were in shit state. And I'm in the naffy. He walks in the naffy and gives me this freaking envelope, and I'm like, what the fuck's this? And he went, just, thank you. And I was like, all right. So I put it in my pocket, not thinking about it. And then when I got home, the missus turned around to me. She went, oh, what's going on? I went, nothing. I got changed. And she went, oh, what's this in your pocket? And I went, oh, shit, I forgot all about that. And I took it out, and it had the airfare plus a little extra. So about 500 extra. And the 500, what I did, I split it up in 3 ways. So basically, I sort of like bought him something for his digs. And then I got his missus something as well. And then the other part I kept. And then the other one, I got my missus something. So basically, the extra money he gave me, right now, that there is what you call a friend. That's when someone really needs their help. And unfortunately, I knew the person who passed away as well because I met him. But there's the difference between helping someone who's close to you, a friend, or someone, family. Now, where do you distinguish the difference? Yeah. So all I can say, Melody, is just take it step by step and approach it with calmness and respect, and just say, hey, look, I am not a freaking mobile bank. I am not a mobile shop cook, You know what I mean? But anyway, let me have a small great advice. I can never say no. They said, girl, that was. Yeah, my boy, who is. Just got out of my home even. Oh shit, Juliet! Did you find him? Oh, wait a minute. Let me carry on. Yeah, it's a bit of shock to the system when that happens. Bless you. Yeah, it is a shock to the system. Yes, that's the thing. Boundaries. Yeah, but you just need to make sure you need to take care of yourself. If you've got responsibilities in life, at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to take care of other people, especially if they're just trying to con you out of a couple of bucks or out of something. I mean, I had a friend, and this was weird actually. I had a friend, and she settled down with a fella. They got married, and they had their first kid. And I think the kid was about 6, 7 months. And I went round one night because I was going downtown. I went round and I asked if it was all right if a fella could come out. And she was like, yeah, no problem. And she said, oh, where you staying? And I went, well, like afterwards, I'll bring him back, and then I'll make my way back home. And she went, oh no, you can stay here tonight. And I was like, no, you're good. I just didn't feel comfortable staying there, to be honest with you, because I know what I'm like when I used to get drunk. That was many years ago. So we go downtown, we get knees up, and we bump into a couple of people we know, and they came back with us, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll stay here tonight." And I went, "What the fuck? No, you're not." "Oh, we're not staying here." I went, "No. What do you think that fucking place is? A hotel?" "No." "Well, what made you think that you could stay here tonight?" "Oh, we just thought we'd take it." No. Well, I'll call you a taxi and go back to camp. "Oh, no. And they walked off. And I just looked at him. He looked at me, and I just shrugged my shoulders and I went, what the hell just happened? You know, and this is another thing. People will turn up on your doorstep and say, oh, can I stay a couple of nights? They'll stay a week, eat your food and do everything and not fucking, not support you by buying shopping or go grocery shopping or give you a couple of bucks for the food and that. And they go, right, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. And you turn around and they basically use your place like a fucking Airbnb or a hotel. That's where you have to draw the line. You know, when it happens once, shame on me. Happens twice, shame on you. It won't fucking happen a third time. I don't even let people get to the second time, as some people found out in the past. But there you go. Anyway, any questions? Come on, guys. I know you got questions. I had no help in the 6 weeks holiday. I've had to put extra locks on the front door. I just feel so. Julia, are you if I may ask, are you a single parent? And why did you have to put extra? Yeah, I get it now. Extra locks, yeah. Oh God, what are they called? Oh God, what's they called? There's locks you can get. Which, I mean, if you got double glazed or PVC framed frames, you can get locks that are child safe, and it takes an adult to actually open them. And what you can do, you can put one down at the bottom or one at the center, all right, and one at the top, and basically you twist them around, and they stop the door from opening, right? And say, for example, your door opens into the house, you can put them on the frame, and then you put them across, and there's a key. What I would recommend you do is, if you leave the key in the top, but turn it. Once you've locked it, keep on turning it until it stops, because then it can't be pulled out. And then have one at the bottom, so like pull it up, lock it, and then take the key out. But put the key somewhere where you can get to it in case there's an incident inside the house. And you can do that for windows as well. And I think if you contact your PVC who put in the PVC frames and the doors and everything, if you contact them, they actually have them. And yeah, they're deadlocks, but they're deadlocks with a key. Yeah. So, and the little one, I doubt very, oh, you got two locks in the check. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with Gail, Juliet. So sometimes, trust me, if you need to talk, you've got my stream. There's people here will chat with you, sit back and chat, and you can talk. Okay, and you can get to know each other and basically have that, have that point of contact when you can talk to someone. All right, don't feel that you're alone, my sweetheart. You're not. Right, listen, if there's no more questions, we're going to call it a day. Yeah, we're going to call it a day. We've gone past 2 hours. And you know what I do? I usually around 2 hours. I usually fucking call it. All right. Yeah. But anyway, guys. Actual fact, have I got? Let me see if I got a tune. Let me see if I got a tune. Where's that one? I don't know what one it is. Is it that one? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Spawn Trooper. Autobots, go. Ah, David Green, welcome. Welcome. But rolling. Yeah, so I'm going to start calling it. Right? I want to thank everybody for coming in and, you know, being part of the stream once again. Yeah, Paul, you take care of yourself, mate. And I'm never good, and they can't catch me anyway. Just remember one thing, right? It takes less energy for a smile, and don't fall into that drama trap, right? Okay, and you know, I'll tell you one thing: whoever is putting these. Yeah, you're all right, David. You just take your time, mate. Oh, Kim. No. No. I'm gonna send you a message now. Yeah, Kim, I just sent you a message. I think you'll find it quite funny. I think you'll find it quite funny. And don't mention it. Don't mention it in chat. Don't mention it. That's private. That's between you and me. Oh shit, that's funny. Sports. You're a fucker, you are. Oh shit, that's funny. But anyway, guys, I really oh, Johnny D, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, good to see you guys. But you seem to be coming right at the end. But guys, remember, right? Oh shit. Yes. Anyway, Melody, you take care of yourself. Juliet, you take care of yourself as well, please, for that. And do have a fantastic day, everyone in the countries of the Americanese, and everyone else. I remember, fucking Lisa, Sporminator, fucking Sporminator. Oh, you shit! You're all at it now. I'm gonna ignore you. Oh shit. I don't know. I'll just go. Wait. God, fuck you. You know, sometimes I just want to go yeet, but no. Yeah, I bet you fucking do. Like a hole in the head. Anyway. Anyway, so Amago, Squid, SMN, and everyone else, right? Thank you very much for being here. Kim, Lisa, and Gail are my local troublemakers with Freckles and everyone else. But anyway, guys, you take care of yourself. Thank you very much for being here. And remember, have a nice day and look after yourselves. And on that note, I am going to make Like the Wind, and I'm going to, well, don't you start, Lisa, about shit. No. Don't you pick on sheep just because you, oh no, wait a minute. No. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Wait. I forgot to say this. Yeet.
They go live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. With this one, now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say, I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of move. Spawn Troopers here to expose your groove. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Trooper, the force is weak with this one.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.